Okay, good morning. Welcome to the Sports Talk with kerry wehmeyer show for Tuesday, March 9th. We're going to be going over today's news headlines here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We will send out your links via StreamYard. If you want to come in video chat, please, once again, make sure your connections are good. Make sure your cameras are good. Make sure your mics are good, because we don't want to have any issues. So we will do that. We will send that out to you in just a second. We will go over some news headlines also. We'll have LSU baseball later on this evening that they will take on Texas Southern. Also tomorrow night against the UNO Privateers. So we're going to go ahead and send down your links. So we'll go ahead and do that for starting with Facebook. We'll send out the Facebook links as well. If you want to come in and video chat with us, I will let you do it. So let me go ahead and send those links out to you. Links out. First one's out. We'll go over to the Twitter side. We'll send those Twitter links out to you as well. I'll send it down to you. Here we go. Okay, all three links have Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter has the StreamYard links. If you want to come in video chat, just hit that, and you'll come in. We'll send you to the directly to the studio. So thanks for coming in. Looks like we got 3 viewers. So let's go over some news headlines here on this Tuesday morning. Let's go through the ESPN. Put that up on the share screen. Okay, let's begin with Les Miles. Les Miles out as Kansas Jayhawks coach. So we knew that was going to happen. He is going to be out amongst allegations of inappropriate behavior towards females students during his head coaching tenure at LSU. So that's kind of what happened with Les Miles. So he is no longer going to be the LSU head coach. Kansas head coach. He was at LSU, but Kansas head coach. So Kansas athletic director Jeff Long said the university will conduct a full. Let's see who's in here. Looks like we got a viewer. Morning. What's up? What's up? Hello? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey.
What?
Hey.
What's up? What you got?
Yeah, Chris Godwin.
Yeah, Chris Godwin.
What article are you reading?
I'm reading something about Les Miles.
Yeah, so in 10 minutes we're gonna get that Chris Godwin article. He got franchise tag, so.
Oh, he got franchise tag? Oh, okay. Go ahead, Isaac. Wherever you got to go.
Yeah, but it's 4 minutes.
How you doing? Whoever's in the back.
Hi, Mom.
All right, just go ahead. Just come on back with it in a few minutes, 10 minutes. So.
What time is it right now?
Cue your mic, hot mic. Cue your mics. Drop your mic down. Isaac, drop your mic down. So you're ready to talk.
Speak to me.
Hi.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to remove you. So come back in 10 minutes with your Chris Godwin report. So come back in 10 minutes. Once again, we're talking about Les Miles. So if you want to comment about Les Miles, come on down. Why does it keep coming in here? Told him 10 minutes out the studio for 10 minutes. Tell him 10 minutes. Okay. Sorry about that. We have a little. We know we have some guests coming in. I understand that. So I'll be honest with you. Look, Les Miles. Look, he should have been gone a long time ago. If he would have never known about these sexual allegations with these females and stuff like that, he should have been gone. Because look, you don't let this happen in your program. That just gives your program a big black eye. So, like I said, I don't have any feelings for Les Miles. I knew he had a good year with LSU, but the truth of the matter is, when you let something like this happen, I don't have any feelings for you. So, once again, this is from Chris Lowe. You can reach him at ESPN. That's ESPN.com. Thanks for coming in. Okay, let's see what this is about. Okay, next one is Judge Rule in favor of Vanessa Bryant in the Kobe Bryant crash photo suit. That's I think that ruling was very correct, because look, the truth of the matter is they should not have shown those photos of Kobe Bryant or steal those photos just to prove a point. So I think she did win her lawsuit, and I think it was the right decision. Because look, sure, you got freedom of speech, freedom of information act, and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, look, don't expose something that's personal to this family. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay. Sources. Las Vegas Raiders. Trent Brown returning to New England on a one-year deal. So it looks like Trent Brown will go over to the New England Patriots on a one-year deal worth $11 million. So the swap late rounds picks in 2022. So that's most likely going to be what's going to happen. Brown, a 6'8", 380-pound guy, just played 16 games. So I think it's good. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, committee, I object this song. Has no racist intent. The school must be accountable. So the Eye of Texas, this is talking about the Eye of Texas song that's that talks about the University of Texas, and they released a 58-page report on Tuesday saying the school said the song was not written with racist intent. In their first public performance of their so the song was written in 1903. So I mean, I know, like I said, look, if this is the song that Texas has about their school and stuff like that, look, sure, if it wasn't racially motivated and stuff like that, well, I think they should keep their song, to be honest with you. But if it was you have to change it. I mean, like I said, we're living in different times now. So once again, this is from Dave. Let's see who that was. Wrote this article. Dave Wilson. You can follow him at ESPN. That's ESPN.com. Okay. Tampa Bay Bucks tells Chris Godwin he will get a franchise tag, sources says. So that is what Isaac was getting ready to talk about. We'll try to get him back in. I know he's rushing off to go to school, but something. But we'll try to get him back in just a second. So this means that he will be. The tag will cost roughly $16.5 million. They won't be able to tackle outside linebacker Shaq Barnett, who earns $15.8 million on the franchise tag last year. So I'm pretty sure this right here is going to keep Godwin in Tampa Bay. So that's probably going to be a good thing because it's $16.5 million. So they can't franchise tag everybody else. So because they would probably be over the cap. So let's see who's in there. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. So if you want to come, Isaac want to come back in and discuss it, come on down. I'll have to, send you in. So come on down, come on back. I'll just send him the link. I know he wanted to talk about it, but looks like we already got to it now. So I already beat you to it. So okay, let's see what else we got. Also, more NFL news. New York Giants working Leonard Williams' deal may be another franchise tag that's going to probably happen before the 4 p.m. Eastern deadline on Tuesday. So looks like he is going to be staying with the New York Giants. So Leonard Williams will stay with the New York Giants before the franchise deadline comes to a close. So this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. Let's see what else we have. Ohio State pauses football activities after an uptick in coronavirus tests. So it looks like their spring football will come to a halt for a little while due to their coronavirus tests. They will be starting spring practice on March 19th. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. We already talked about Dak Prescott getting a $160 million deal. So let's see what else we're gonna have here. Yeah, once again, they're talking about Dak Prescott's deal. Let's hear from Stephen A. Smith. Is Dak's contract overvalued? Why? Stephen A. Explains why. Let's go ahead and play that.
Okay, Stephen A., is Dak being overvalued with this long-term contract?
I don't think so. I think that it's a situation where look where he is. You're Jerry Jones. You waited. You are what the market says you are. And in this particular instance, it's the year 2021. Obviously, the salary cap has been increasing. We know how COVID has compromised the NFL season, and the compound fracture of his right ankle. We were expecting that to be something so debilitating that it would definitely compromise his.
I really don't think it's his contract is overvalued. I really don't. Because, look, if he can perform his duties, well, I think he should earn that $160 million contract. I mean, I know a lot of fans might hate me and all that, but the truth of the matter is, look, when you got a quarterback like Dak Prescott that can make plays and stuff like that, and utilize what he has on the offense with his weapons and stuff like that, wide receivers and running backs and stuff like that. Look, sky's the limit. So what Stephen A. Smith is saying is true. So his contract is not overvalued. I mean, a lot of people might say that on social media, but hell, look, in a perfect world, if you want something, you want this quarterback, you got to pay him. Simple as that. So once again, this is from ESPN. Go to ESPN.com. So we just heard from Dak Prescott. Okay, NCAA tourney. Let's go over to the NCAA tournament. This just came out yesterday. The bracket watch. So let's go over the bracket watch. Top seed. Once again, we'll be going over to Gonzaga. First team out will be Utah State. Last team in will be Xavier. Teams on the bubble look like this. This is another updated one. Michigan State, Louisville, Georgia Tech, Virginia, VCU, Drake, Boise State, Colorado State, Xavier. First four out: Utah State, St. Louis, Syracuse, and Seton Hall. Memphis is definitely going to be the next four out. Ole Miss, next four out, SMU, and St. John. Now, this, let's go over to the 60-18 bracket, which will be the first four. 16 versus 16. Appalachia State will take on North Carolina A&T. There will be 16-16 automatic qualifiers. Also, Colorado State will take on Xavier. Next one will be Hartford taking on. I think we read this yesterday. Let's see if this is the new. This is probably the new ones right here. We're looking at it right here. Prairie View taking on Hartford, Drake, and Boise State. Now in Region 1, LSU will most likely will take on St. Bonaventure's. It's probably going to be in Region number 1. So I think we read this. So we'll go ahead and move along to the next one. Sorry about that. We'll go over to the next article. Let's move it. Okay, looks like we'll go over the power rankings. Let's go over the power rankings. NBA power rankings storylines, must-see games, predictions for every team. So it looks like we'll go through the second half rankings. Utah is ranked number 1. The previous number 1. Second half storyline, best record in the NBA. Your must-see games, Utah will take on the Brooklyn Nets on March 24th. So that's probably to be a must-see game. Also, the Lakers will take on the Jazz. It'll be on the 17th April. Also, on May 7th, they will take on Denver. So this week's games, starting off the new second half, will be Houston and Golden State. Now, Brooklyn's another good team. I'll be honest with you. Second half storylines looks like this. Steve Nash manages remaining of the regular season. Flip side, so that's probably going to be some significant changes going in there. Now, the games to watch: March 15th will be the Knicks, Lakers on April 10th, and also Brooklyn will take on the 76ers. That'll be on April 14th. Now, Philadelphia, second half storylines. Will Ben Simmons still stay aggressive? I'm pretty sure he most likely will stay aggressive in his games. I think he should stay aggressive. Games to watch: March 25th, they will take on the Lakers. Also, March 30th, Nuggets. April 14th, the Nets. Bold prediction: Joel Embiid will be the most valuable player. The Sixers should be the top two teams in the East. So it looks like it's probably going to happen. Now the Lakers, 24-14 going into the second half of the season. Their storyline is chasing for the number one seed in the West. No matter the defending champions, the Lakers secured the top spot last year. I'm pretty sure they'll secure the top spot most likely this year, coming up in the Western Conference. Then the next 3 games they'll have to play is on the 25th when they take on the 76ers, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. Also, they will take on the Clippers, and that will be on April 4th. Also, the Brooklyn Nets, that will be on April the 10th. So it'll be a next. And then LeBron will win the 5th MVP. So most likely going to happen for LeBron James. In a nutshell, their games will be Warriors and New Orleans Pelicans. Also, the Phoenix Suns, which is 24-11. They maintain the 5th spot in the power rankings. Second half storylines: how hot will the Suns get in the final 37 games of the season? They'll find themselves. The Phoenix Suns finds itself with the second best record behind the Utah Jazz. I think they're going to get hot. I'll be honest with you. With Devin Booker, Chris Paul, I think they will get hot in the second half of the season when it comes down to it. So Phoenix has a 5 side. Now the next one, the games to watch for, is on the 28th against the Clippers, also on the 30th against the Utah Jazz, and on the 9th against the Lakers. The Suns are 2-1 against those teams in the first half of the year. So that Suns will finish top 2 seed in the West. It looks like they most likely will. Now the LA Clippers. Second half storyline will be: are the Clippers better than last year or heading towards a disappointing finish? Through 28 games, the Clippers have looked like a better offensive team with 6th man of the year, Monzell Harrell, Lou, inconsistent play by Lou Williams, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. So probably looks like it's most likely going to be hopefully it's not a disappointing year, but they could get into the playoffs. They'll solidify their chances of all right. The next 3 games for the Clippers will be March 27 against the 76ers, May 1 against the Nuggets, and May 6 against the Clippers. That's probably going to be a tough series between the Clippers and the Lakers. Now, the Clippers will sign that they're better than than a year ago. George will continue to bounce back. Leonard will remain the steady MVP, so that's probably going to happen. Also, the Milwaukee Bucks, 22-14. Their previous was ranked 5th. Now they're 7th. Second half, can the Bucks find their growth in playoffs? Most likely they will. With Giannis and stuff like that, and also Drew Holiday joining the team as well. So I'm pretty sure they will find their way in the playoffs. The next 3 games will be the Lakers, the Nets, and also the Miami Heat. That's going to be on May 15th. So that's going to be a little ways away. But now the Bucks leapfrog the 76ers and Nets to finish with the best record in the Eastern Conference. I'm pretty sure they will do that. That will be a bold prediction right there for the Milwaukee Bucks. Also, now the Portland Trail Blazers ranked 8th, previously 10th. Second half storylines: can the Blazers rise to be a contender as the Blazers hold again this year? C.J. McCollum, Justin Nukins. I'm pretty sure, yeah, if they can get start off the second half of the season off with a bang, I'm pretty sure they'll finish pretty good in those rankings, and they'll most likely get into the playoffs. Not a top seed, but most likely maybe a playoff appearance between 7th or 8th. The games to watch will be the Suns, the Knicks, the Nets, and the Clippers. The Suns, Nets, and Clippers. So the next one is the Trailblazers will stand pat at deadline. Pretty sure they will. Their games will be Phoenix, Minnesota. That'll be at Minnesota. So it'll be at Minnesota. Also Denver. Denver 21-15. Previously 9th, so they stay at 9th in the power rankings. Second half of the season, can Michael Porter race the Nets from Western Conference contender to Western Conference power? Sounds like it's weird, but I'm pretty sure it most likely will happen with Porter and Jamal Murray and players like that. So I think they can. I'm pretty sure the Denver Nuggets will be that power when it comes down to it. Not a contender, but a powerhouse. So that I think it's most likely going to happen for the Denver Nuggets. So now the games to watch out for. March 30th, they will take on 76ers. May 3rd, they will take on the Lakers. That'll be the final regular season matchup between last season's Western Conference final combatants. Also, May 7th, they will take on Utah Jazz and Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert. So I say, yeah. Now, the San Antonio Spurs, 18-14, 8th, previously and currently 10th. Second half stories. Will the Spurs balance the youth with the veterans? 4 Spurs players are over 30 years old. DeMar DeRozan, Patty Mills, Rudy Gay, Remarcus Aldridge. Looks like they're probably going to have to make some form of balance because those players, those four players that that's over 30 years old, they're still going to make a big impact for the San Antonio Spurs. And now the games to watch out for: Mavericks, Clippers, and Suns. That'll be Wednesday against the Mavericks, March 24th against the Clippers, and also May 16th against the Suns. Now, those Spurs players will end up playing every game in the second half because of COVID and also injury issues. Only Mills, Polati, Murray will play every game. Now, the Dallas Mavericks currently 11, previously 15. Can Kristaps Porzingis provide? He is the best player on a legitimate playoff threat. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Also with Luka Doncic, that's another guy that could be an impact player for the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic and Porzingis. So that's a tandem right there that could be a now the must-see games. Clippers on March 15th, April 27th, the Lakers. April 22nd, the Lakers. April 22nd, the Warriors. So also Mavericks finished high enough in the standings to avoid playing tournaments. So it looks like they can finish high. They'll try to avoid it. Now the Miami Heat. Let's go through the Miami Heat. How much gas does Jimmy Butler has left in the tank? I'm pretty sure he has a lot more. If they can try to get some consistency off their bench every night. If they can get consistency off their bench every single night and to back up Jimmy Butler, I'm pretty sure he'll be fine. The games to look out for: the Lakers on the 8th of April, 18th Nets, and also the 15th of May will be the Bucks. So that's going to be your three games to look out for right there: April 8th, April 18th, and May 15th. The Heat will reel off 10 consecutive wins in the second half. I'm pretty sure they will. If they can continue to play consistent, I think they will get to that 10 consecutive win mark. Now, the Boston Celtics, second half storylines: will Boston trade exemptions before the deadline? I'm pretty sure they're going to be trading some people. Most likely, yeah. I think it's probably going to be a positive right there. Now, games to look out for: April 6th, they will take on the 76ers Nets. On April 23rd is also the Miami Heat, which will be on May 9th. Also, bold predictions: either Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum will both make all NBA teams. Probably most likely will happen. There will be all NBA team. Now, the Golden State Warriors. Second-hand stories: how much is James Wiseman going to play down the stretch? I'm pretty sure he will be playing in some of the games when it comes down to it, because they're depending on this young man to progress. I mean, sure, Steph Curry might be um, all Golden State. But the truth of the matter is, you got to have it revolves around your other players as well to make him consistent. Also, the games to look out for: March 15th, Lakers; April 19th, 76ers; and also the 10th of May, the Utah Jazz. Now, after averaging about 20 minutes a game in first half, Wiseman will play at least 5 or more minutes, averaging at least 15 points a game in the second half, and also up to about 12 in the first half. So that's probably going to happen for James Wiseman. Now, the next one will be the New York Knicks. Second line, a second half story. How real is it? I think they're real right now. I think the Knicks are for real because, look, they're going to build around Julius Randle and quickly. Hopefully, Mitchell Robinson does come back because, look, they miss him a lot. Sure, he misses free throws, but he could be a good block guy and also a good field goal shooter. So if they get Mitchell Robinson back, I'm pretty sure they could be a substantial top 8 team going into the NBA playoffs. So I think they should be consistent because they was consistent in the first half. They started to go onto these hot streaks and stuff like that. The games to look out for the Knicks is Thunder on March 13th. The Mavericks, which will be on April 16th, and also May 15th, which will be the Hornets. Now, the Knicks will miss the playoffs. I knew this draws irks of Knicks fans, but yeah, I'll be honest with you. Look, if the Knicks can get into the playoffs, that would be a great accomplishment for their team. I mean, I know a lot of people saying they're not going to make the playoffs and stuff like that, but the truth of the matter is they're playing good. They're absolutely playing good. So I'll be honest with you. Look, I have to disagree with this. I definitely have to 100% disagree with this comment with the that the Knicks will not make the playoffs, because I think they will. Because if you can get the right players performing at the right time, the sky's the limit for that. Okay, Toronto Raptors, second half of the season. What will happen with Kyle Lowry? I don't I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with Kyle Lowry. I just hope it's hope he doesn't leave Toronto, but I'm pretty sure if he does, they're going to build without him. Hopefully they can keep Kyle Lowry. The games to watch out for will be the Suns, Clippers, and Pacers. That will be on March 26th, May 4th, and May 16th. Toronto will finish 4th in the East. I'm pretty sure they're going from 15-11 to 2-8. So I'm pretty sure if they can go on a 4-game winning streak or something like that, I'm pretty sure they can get their team back in order. Now, the Memphis Grizzlies, they're previously 18th. Now they're 17th in the power rankings. The Grizzlies are banking on Jalen Jackson. They're coming back from a knee surgery, so they're depending on him. So will they win games this year? I don't know. I really don't. I really don't think they're going to win some games this year if they can get their players back and have a lot of luck. I think they will. They most likely will stay under that 500 mark. So the games that they're must-see games is going to be the Wizards on March 10th, April 23rd, the Blazers. Also, May 16th, the Warriors at the Warriors. So they're probably not going to have a winning season. I'll be honest with you. Now, the Charlotte Hornets and LaMelo Ball. I think he will win the Rookie of the Year. I absolutely think he will be Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball. He's averaging 15 points, 6 assists, 6 boards. So I'm pretty sure he will be a Rookie of the Year. So he's most likely, will they win games? I don't know. I definitely, they haven't been in the tournament for a while. So I think that if they can come up with some wins to start off the second half of the season, I think they can make a significant playoff run. But if they fall apart in the second half, then all bets are off. Now, the games to look out for: the Lakers, Celtics, and Blazers. Now, LaMelo not just 5 triple doubles in the second half, and also they look like they're going to be in the playoff in the play-in tournaments. I think they're going to be in the play-ins, so they will be in the play-in tournament to get into the playoffs. So they will be in the play-in. Now the Indiana Pacers with Candy Pacers find a net of gear. I'm pretty sure if they can find with Sabonis, Miles Turner, and Bodon, I'm pretty sure they can get their groove back. Because then 16 and 19, they're ranked 19th in the power ranking. Previous ranking was 17th. The games that they have to play, these are going to be tough games. I'm going to be honest with you. They'll have the Lakers on Friday. Also on March 22nd, they'll have the Bucks. And on May 16th, they'll have the Raptors. Now, Miles Turner, they say Miles Turner will finish the season with the team's best highest blocks in 2 decades, suppressing Theo Rafferty with 3.74. So I'm pretty sure he will get that highest blocks in the season, Miles Turner. Now, the Chicago Bulls, all the Chicago Bulls playoff worthy. Well, I'll be honest with you. Look, Billy Donovan's trying to build up this team to get to the playoffs. I mean, when you got Zach LaVine, when you got trying to see, thinking of that guy, Zach LaVine, Williams, I think, and then also Cody White. That's another guy. I mean, if they can build up their team, I think they'll have a legitimate shot to get into the playoffs. But they might be in a play-in tournament, the Chicago Bulls as well. So, will they get the 8th seed? I don't know. I don't know if they'll get the 8th seed. To be honest with you, it's just going to be a needle in the haystack to even predict those what's going to happen with the Chicago Bulls. Now, they will have a game on Thursday against the 76ers. They will have a game next week. That will be on the 22nd against the Jazz. And then on May 11th, they will have a game against the Brooklyn Nets. That's going to be another one. They will make the playoffs. And will finish above 500. Yes, I think they will. But they will, once again, participate in the play-in games. So, just like the Indiana Pacers, they will be in the play-in games. Chicago Bulls. Now, the Washington Wizards. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I think I'm done with the Washington Wizards. I don't think they'll have a good season this year. I think their season has just absolutely been disastrous. So it's probably, hopefully, they can turn it around, but I don't know if it's going to happen. So that's probably going to be a lot of problems. They looks like Brandon Beal wants to get out of Washington. So I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be a bad season up in Washington. The games to watch out for will be the Nets on March 21st, and also April 23rd, Oklahoma City, and also the Atlanta Hawks on May 12th. So that's probably going to happen. Now, the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm going to speak for the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm going to probably say, look, the first half of this season was a pure and utter train wreck. It was a train wreck. It was an absolute train wreck during this first half. But hopefully, the second half will be better. I'm pretty sure it can get better. This team right here, this team is very talented. It's a very talented team, but every single night when we watch these games, they seem to turn over the basketball. They seem to give up easy baskets and stuff like that. So they're going to have to cut down on those situations, giving up on easy baskets and giving up points off the turnovers and stuff like that. That's been the problems with the New Orleans Pelicans as of late. Look, this is a very young team. And I've been saying this time and time and time again. This is a very young team. But if, once again, if this team starts to gel in the second half, sky's the limit for this New Orleans Pelicans basketball team. Because you got, like I said, you got Bledsoe, you got Adams, you got Ball. I mean, look, a lot of people want to get rid of J.J. Redick, but the truth of the matter is, look, we don't want to get rid of J.J. Redick right now. Look, he's a good shooter. I mean, sometimes he'll knock down those shots, and sometimes he won't. A lot of people might say, hey, let's get rid of Alonzo Ball. That's another guy. Alonzo Ball, sure, he can shoot, get shots off at will. But like I said, don't listen to what all these social media wannabe know-it-alls think. Look, listen to watch this team night after night and see why this team will be better. So the games for the Pelicans will be this coming will be March 14th. Will be against the Clippers. That will be on Thursday. So that will be on. That will be the Clippers will be on Sunday. Lakers on the 23rd, and then the Grizzlies on the 10th. Now the Saints, they will miss out on the playoffs. Yes, they will, but they most likely also will. But also, they have to get better night after night. I mean, if they can get better, then I say playoffs. But if they don't, they will not make the playoffs. That's my opinion. They will not make the playoffs. But if they can get better, sky's the limit. Also, the Atlanta Hawks. Can McMillan lead a second half surge? I'm pretty sure he can with the players that he has. It looks like they're 16-20. Their next couple of games will be the Lakers on March 20th, the Bucks on April 15th, and also the Pacers. Trae Young shooting touch in his drawing free throws and stuff like that. So it looks like that's a bold prediction right there. Now, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Second half will the Thunder deal at the deadline. I'm pretty sure they will be looking for better players at the deadline period. So that is going to be, once again, their game is going to be Sunday against the Grizzlies. Also, April 3rd against the Trailblazers, and April 3rd against Trailblazers, April 23rd against the Wizards. Now, the bold prediction, Thunder will be one of the most active teams on the trade deadline. I'm pretty sure they will be happening. I don't think they'll make the playoffs. Now, it's Sacramento Kings. Second half, how will Marvin Bagley finish his third season? The former number 2 pick saw his scoring improve from December to January, so it's probably a good thing for Marvin Bagley III. But will they win games? I don't know. I mean, that's kind of they will have Charlotte. They will have the Pelicans on the 12th. That will be on April with DeAndre Fox, and also they'll have Utah. Will be on the 16th. Butterhill will hit 13 3-pointers in games, and Klay Thompson will hold all-time records with 14. So it's probably going to be records they won't. I don't think they'll make the playoffs. The Charlotte Hornets. Now the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland started off 3-0 later, and on a 10-game losing streak. So it looks like they're falling on hard times as well with Kevin Love, Kyle Sexton, Darius Garner, and Isaac Okoro. So I'll be honest with you, Cleveland's going to have to build this team up. Since, like I said, ever since LeBron James left, Cleveland has been a just utter train wreck. I hate to say it. They're trying to build up their basketball team, but when you don't have those stars like LeBron James, stuff like that, it's going to take a while to build up. And that's just not my opinion. It's just how everybody else sees it. So the games to look out for is the Lakers on the 26th, and April 1st, the 76ers, and May 16th, the Nets. Now, the bold prediction is Jarrett Allen will be the last man standing. Andre Drummond will pull from action, and also JaVale McGee will find a new team. I'm pretty sure that will happen sooner rather than later. Now, the Orlando Magic, 13-23. They finished 27th in the ESPN Power Ranking. How much the front office will shake up the roster? I'm pretty sure they will be getting some of these players that's shaking up some roster moves. Games for the Orlando Magic will be the Blazers on the 26th of March. And let's see, April 16th, the Raptors. April 22nd, the New Orleans Pelicans. So they will play the Pelicans on the 22nd. After registering double figures in 2 games, rookie Chim had a double figure in 10 games. So it looks like that's a bold prediction. Now the Houston Rockets, ever since James Harden left, they've been absolutely sucking. I'll be honest with you. Will the Rockets do before the trade deadline? They're most likely going to find some other players that's going to that can solidify their lineups and stuff like that. Now the next couple of games will be Detroit on the 19th. Also the Thunder, that will be on the 21st. And also on March 31st will be the Brooklyn Nets. Now, there won't be 30-something in the starting lineups last week of the season. I'm pretty sure they won't. There'll probably be some young talent. Detroit, this is another team. Can the Pistons find a silver lining? Well, I don't know. It looks like it is not good for Detroit. They would just winning 10 games in the first half of the season, so I'm pretty sure they might not get to that. They might win maybe 29 games and just fold. I'm pretty sure they will. The games to look out for the Pistons will be the Nets. They'll be on the 26th. Also, the Magic on May 3rd and May 11th will be the Timberwolves for the Detroit Pistons. So the Pistons will not finish with the worst record in the. I'm pretty sure the Pistons they will not have a winning season, but they won't finish with a worse record in the NBA. I say they'll win maybe, I say between 29 and 30 games, close to that. But I would say no more. Because if Detroit comes out in the second half like gangbusters, I'm pretty sure they'll solidify their record. Okay, now Minnesota second half storylines. Can they build on some actual future momentum? I'm pretty sure if they can build on it, they can get back to some form of winning. Yeah, because you got Carl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, Mark Beasley, Jaden McDonald, and also Anthony Edwards is probably they probably can build on some future momentum. Now the games for the Minnesota Timberwolves will be the Pelicans on Thursday night. We'll see what happens in that game Thursday. Also, they'll take on the Warriors on April 29th, and also they will take on the Mavericks. Now, the Wolves go on a small winning streak, so they're probably going to go on a small winning streak. I would have to agree with this prediction. So that is your once again power rankings from NBA. You can follow them at ESPN.com. They came out yesterday, so all the power rankings, we went through all of them. So we'll wrap this up. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Okay, once again, welcome. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Sports Talk. Appreciate you coming in. Once again, I will be back later for LSU in Texas Southern. That will be here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We'll have the video feed coverage up. So we will make sure the feeds are up. It will be from SEC Network Plus. So we will have it up for you later on this evening. Also, tomorrow night, no video. We'll probably have audio coverage because of the game will be on CST and also ESPN Plus. So we will have audio coverage tomorrow. So game audio coverage on Wednesday, video on tonight. So we will be back later. So once again, everybody have a good rest of your Tuesday afternoon, and we'll be back later for LSU versus Texas Southern here on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.